So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another Blight.
We've seen no Darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Selene had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. He's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. He can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
Inquisitor, meet Hawke, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawke, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything.
ถ้าคุณไม่รู้จักฮอกคนนี้แสดงว่าคุณไม่เล่นภาค2ครับเขาเป็นตัวเอกเลยแหละประวัติคร่าวๆแล้วกันนะครับจากไอ้หนุ่มบ้านนอกผู้ลี้ภัยเดอะไบรท์ไปอาศัยอยู่ในเมืองเคิร์กวอลฮอกก็วิ่งทำเควสสารพัดไปตามภาษาพระเอก RPG ทั่วไปนะครับตั้งแต่เป็นหัวคะแนนให้กลุ่มขุนนางในสภาไปจนถึงช่วยอาซิมแบกถั่วงอกเสือกกับเขาไปทุกเรื่องเสนอหน้าทำแม่งทุกเควสจนใครๆในเคิร์กวอลเนี่ยก็รู้จักฮอกแล้วก็เรียกเขาว่าฮอกวีรบุรุษแห่งเคิร์กวอลจากจุดนี้เองครับฮอกเลยกลายเป็นแกนนำหลักเป็นตัวปั่นกระแสให้เมจเนี่ยลุกขึ้นต่อต้านเทมพลาร์จนบานปลายเป็นสงครามอย่างที่เห็นและด้วยเหตุนี้เองครับฮอกจึงตกเป็นผู้ต้องหาที่แชนทรีต้องการตัวสุดท้ายเขาต้องหนีครับไม่มีใครรู้ว่าเขาหายไปไหนคาซันดราขณะนั้นได้รับคำสั่งให้จิกหัวฮอกมาให้ได้ครับซึ่งเจ๊แกก็เลยสอบสวนเอากับวาริกมาตั้งแต่ภาค2ยันภาคนี้ ส่วนเฮียเตี้ยก็ปากแข็งบอกไม่รู้มาตลอดจนกระทั่งนาทีนี้นั่นเองครับ
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
So Corypheus has the Venatori, the Red Templars, and now possibly the Wardens as well. Wonderful.
I didn't come this far just to give you bad news. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
สำหรับท่านที่ยังไม่เก็ตว่าใครคือเกรย์วอร์เดนตอนหน้ามีคำอธิบายให้เช่นเคยครับสวัสดี